If you have ever looked at your bank account and wondered if you accidentally signed up for Broke Life Premium, you are not alone. You work hard and try to be responsible with your money, yet that six-figure savings goal still feels out of reach. A $100,000 net worth is achievable, even if you don't have a trust fund. You also don't need to get lucky gambling your lunch money on meme coins to make it happen. Instead, over the next few minutes, we are going to build an automated wealth accelerator system. By putting these 5 specific steps in place, you can make your financial progress predictable. To follow along right now, you need 3 things: a rough breakdown of your monthly expenses, an open tab to your employer's HR benefits portal, and access to your online brokerage account. We start here because, as Warren Buffett's longtime business partner Charlie Munger famously pointed out, the first 100,000 is the hardest. At the start, you are doing all the work. But once you reach that milestone, the math shifts, and compound interest begins to do the heavy lifting for you. Step 1 is capital extraction. If you pour water into a bucket with holes in the bottom, you end up with nothing. For most people, the largest leak in their financial bucket is housing. If you spend more than 30% of your income on rent or a mortgage, it is difficult to build wealth at a high speed. This graphic shows how to patch that leak. If you can get creative temporarily, perhaps by getting roommates or moving to a slightly cheaper area, and drop a $2,000 monthly housing cost down to $1,200, you suddenly have $800 freed up. Redirecting that amount into an index fund can add over $500,000 to your net worth over 20 years. The second major leak is lifestyle inflation. This happens when you get a raise and immediately decide to spend it on a nicer apartment or expensive dinners, which traps your new capital before it can ever grow. For example, you might currently drive a functional, reliable vehicle, like a standard Honda Civic. When your income goes up, the temptation is to immediately trade it in for a luxury model simply because you can afford higher monthly payments. Because the excitement of a new car wears off quickly, you are often left with a massive monthly payment that prevents you from reaching your first 100,000. To fix this leak, follow this rule. Take at least 50% of every future raise and set it to automatically invest. This ensures your wealth grows faster than your lifestyle expenses. Step 2 is capturing free money. If your employer offers a 401k match, that is a guaranteed, risk-free return. Leaving it on the table is the same as rejecting a salary raise. Log into your HR portal right now and find your retirement settings. Adjust the slider so your contribution matches the exact maximum percentage your employer is willing to match. Look at this chart to see how this works. If you contribute $3,000 to your 401k and your company offers a 50% match, your employer instantly adds $1,500 to your account. This happens before your money even enters the stock market. If you have extra savings after securing that match, route them into a traditional IRA. These accounts reduce your taxable income dollar for dollar, which gives you an immediate discount on your wealth-building journey. By fully leveraging employer matches and tax advantages, you increase your capital input without needing to earn a higher base salary. Step 3 is choosing the right assets. Instead of trying to find the next Amazon or Apple, focus on consistent growth through broad market S&P 500 index funds. Buying a single share of this index gives you fractional ownership in 500 of the largest, most successful companies in America. But there is a hidden leak to watch for, called an expense ratio. This is the annual fee the fund charges to manage your money, and it compounds against you every year. This chart shows the long-term impact of those fees. On identical funds over 30 years, a 1% fee drains hundreds of thousands of dollars from your total return, compared to a 0.1% fee. Finding an index fund with the lowest possible expense ratio is the most effective way to keep your capital working for you, rather than a fund manager. Step 4 requires you to log into your brokerage account and find the settings for your dividends. You are looking for the dividend reinvestment toggle, often called DRIP. Instead of having your dividend payments deposited into a cash account, check the box to automatically reinvest them back into the security. This line plots taking dividends as cash. The S&P 500 averaged a 6.6% return for investors who spent those payments. But when automatically reinvested to buy more shares, the average return increases to 10.7%. Over 30 years, this creates a massive difference. Enabling this one setting is the mechanical trigger that shifts your portfolio from linear savings into exponential growth. Step 5 is providing the fuel. Establish a secondary income stream, like freelancing. And earmark 100% of those earnings to go directly into your optimized system. Once the money is in, leave it alone. The most common mistake is panic selling your investments during a 10% market dip. This timeline shows why staying invested matters. The 10 best days almost always cluster immediately following the worst days of panic. Selling during a dip and missing just those 10 best days over 30 years will cut your overall returns in half. By creating this automated system and refusing to interrupt it during market volatility, you build the momentum required to reach your first 100,000. Your Wealth Accelerator system is now fully constructed. The leaks are plugged, your 401k match is secured, fees are low, dividends are reinvesting, and your side income is fueling the fire. This chart shows the momentum shift at the six-figure mark. Because your capital is now large enough to generate significant returns, the growth begins to accelerate, pulling you toward your goals much faster than your initial savings could. Reaching this line requires steady patience. You are building the foundation of your financial house, brick by brick, rather than rushing for a quick win. But once that foundation is set, compound interest takes over. It operates like a snowball rolling down a hill, rapidly accumulating mass and accelerating forward through its own momentum. With these systems in place, building wealth moves from a vague hope to a clear, actionable path. If you want to continue optimizing your strategy, hit subscribe and let the market start doing the work for you.